EA Sports and the Korn Ferry Tour are proud to bring you this look at the future stars in the sport of golf. Today from TPC Boston, live third round coverage of the Boston Open. Well, if yesterday was any indication, we should be in for a memorable weekend of golf here as we take in the leaderboard on this Saturday. Some good names up there, including our leader. Second shot coming up. Let's bring in Iona Stephen.
Yeah, he's looking at 116 yards is the number to the front of the green, but 129 is the number to get it all the way to the flag. Pin front left so he can take dead aim.
It is always so disappointing from that kind of a spot when you come up short.
Yeah, you're licking your chops over that one. A shot you think you could hit directly at the flag. Now, test for the short game. The strike was fine on the pitch shot. Ball first, then turf. Just wasn't really hit hard enough.
I thought that was in for sure. Just a little jag right at the end, gonna leave it on the lip. All right, that's in for a bogey here to start the round. And he'll fall back now to 5 over par. Well, don't be fooled by the yardage on the card here at the par 5 second. It says 542, and that seems short. This is a pretty tough hole. It was renovated in 2010. You might need a fairway wood off the tee because of those mounds that go down the left side of the fairway. You want to stay away from those. If you do try to get home in two, beware those two bunkers left side of the green. Those could be trouble. And that's going to play just fine. So after the early bogey, the response is a solid tee shot here at the second.
Two solid shots at the par 5 and found the green side bunker. Lie looks good. Now, just needed a good bunker shot. Yeah, look out. Kind of sculled that one, and that's going to be over the green and into the rough.
we could be fairly pleased with that, Frank. What do you think?
I certainly do. It was so good.
That finished off for par here with the second. And he's going to stay at +5. Hole number 3 here at TPC Boston. It is a par 3. Frank, are you happy walking off with par here?
Well, if you've birdied the first 2 holes, there's a chance here to be greedy.
Frank, really nice mix of holes here at the start. TPC Boston. The third, it's a par 3, about 210 yards.
Yeah, nice brick wall over the back, sort of give that look like it's been there for 100 years. But another one, really, you have to fly this ball on the green. There's no chance of running it up.
Getting some sand in the shoes now. For a second straight hole, he's in the bunker. Now from the bunker.
Yeah, just a little splash out on this par 3.
Nope, that is not much of an improvement. Okay, deep breath taken. Time to regroup here. Yeah, that's a really good shot. Had a nice upslope to work within the bunker. Always makes it an easier shot, able to take advantage of it. That one in for a bogey here at the third. That's going to drop him back down to 6 over. All right, Frank, chance to flex the muscles now. Drivable par 4.
Yeah, only 287 yards to that front right of the green. Just under 300 yards all up. Really, if you can't drive the ball on the green, the front bunker's not bad, or just over the back on the right, but well worth a go.
Oh, that is way right.
So, it's official. Will not hit every fairway today. First fairway missed in the rough. Let's see what they can do from here.
Okay, on the putting surface, but work to do from there. Iona's down there. She's had a good look. This for birdie.
Well, for a long putt like this, there's really not a whole lot to it. I think you'll fancy his chances at this one.
Oh, that looked good the whole way. Very nicely done. Okay, that one finished off. It's a par here at 4, and he'll remain at 6 over. Back on the tee here at the 5th. Frank, this one is not drivable.
No, that's for sure. 2 bunkers. The one that most of the players really worry about is the one down the left side. 300 yards to carry that.
No issues here. That is into the fairway. Let's bring in Notabegay the third for a look at birdie.
It's key to keep the pace up. Pretty straight putt, not a whole lot of break.
Oh, yes. Plenty of pace to get up that slope. It is in for a birdie. He'll get things back to 5 over. Ready now at the 6th. It is a tricky 465-yard par 4.
Yeah, hit it through the chute. Water comes into play a little bit down the left if you're a long hitter.
Let's see what they do from a good lie in the fairway. 180 yards to go. An outside look here for birdie. Got it there, but not quite on target. Safely in for par here at the 6th. And he'll stay right where he is. We're at the 7th hole now. A Boston Strong 600-yard par 5.
But it's reachable. There's enough mounding there. If a tee shot catches one of those mounds, it could kick another 20 or 30 yards and certainly make this reachable.
Well, you can't walk out and drop it any better than that. That is a fine tee shot right there. So in the fairway, but a pretty good number to carry here for a second to the par 5. Has to be thrilled with that second shot here to the par 5. Frank got everything out of that.
Yeah, it did well just to advance the ball so far down the fairway. And now a fairly straightforward third shot.
Okay, not particularly close, but a chance for the putter to do its thing. Now this for birdie.
Not a ton in this, but you have to hit it firm.
Not that time. Pretty good effort, but it'll wander a couple of feet by. That one finished off. It'll be a par here at 7. And he'll remain right where he is. Now to the par 3 8th. And Frank, what's the best way to go here?
Hit your best, and then you're looking at making 2.
Hole number 8 now, 213 yards in length, a par 3. And Frank, what can we expect?
Really narrow at the front of this green. A lot of mounding. Ball normally kicks towards the left. One place you don't want to go, though, is that left bunker. The bunker shot's all downhill from there.
Yeah, that one came in a little hot. It's safely on, but it'll be a long look coming up. Well, Iona's had a good look. Now this for birdie.
Well, this is a big swinging putt from right to left from start to finish.
Okay, good roll there. It is a par here at the 8th, and he'll stay right where he is. Frank, I love a hot dog and a soda at the turn. How hard is it to take a giant bite out of this 9th hole? Looks tough.
It is. Everything sort of bends where those 2 bunkers are, and that was sort of 350 yards to get past that. And there's an annoying little bunker that's about 30 yards short of this green. So you have to be precise with both the first and the second shot.
Just what you want at this point in the round. You're trying to find a rhythm, hit fairways, hit the middle of the club face. That's what they did right there. A left to right breeze, something to consider here as he eyes this second shot. I think he'll be fairly pleased with that, Frank. What do you think?
I certainly do. It was so good.
Okay, that's in for his par here at the 9th. And the card will show he goes out in 37, 1 over par. Par 4 10th at 425 yards isn't overly long, but it's a strategic hole and it demands accuracy. Maybe a fairway wood off the tee, and there's that 2-tiered bunker you have to deal with on the right side of the green. You need to keep it away from that. So a breeze at his back as he readies his second to the par 4.
Well, the ball is on the green. That's about all I can say with that. With a short wedge in hand, you'd expect that certainly be much closer than that.
Okay, I'd call that an acceptable effort from that range. So that's in for par to start this backside. And he'll remain right where he is. Frank, given all of the trouble that you can get into here at this par 3 11th, you'd have to say that the player's going to be happy walking off with 3.
Yeah, it's one of the biggest greens on the golf course, Rich, and too often people try and go a little flag hunting. If the flag's on the right side, you don't want to pay the price by finishing up in the bunker.
Okay, center of the green. Good shot. A birdie putt here at the 11th.
And there's no space for a lapse in concentration here. Perhaps a little bit further away than we would have liked, but a 2-putt would be a very good result.
Nah, that might have been a little more break than he was expecting, as that one winds up undercutting the hole. So that brushed in for par here at 11, and he'll stay right where he is. Arriving now at the 510-yard par 4 12th. It is the only hole at TPC Boston without a bunker. Dogleg left, water hazard is in play on the approach. That's up the left side. And no issues there. Good tee shot in the short grass. Right about 9 feet here to the hole. that is right on the precipice of going down. But I do believe it's going to stay out. So, a tough hole. It's in for bogey at 12. And that's going to drop him down the leaderboard just a bit. Back-to-back par fours here at TPC Boston, set to tee off. Frank at the 13th.
Nice big tee shot here. Once again, suits the long hitters. There's a little bit of a quarry that you've got to carry across.